107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good afternoon, this is Lucas with the 107.9 FM School and Community Flash for Monday, December 4th, 2023. Two people are awaiting their court appearance with charges in possession of a stolen motor vehicle. The Linden Police Department arrested a 17-year-old and 22-year-old Sunday night after a police chase. The Mercer County Open Space Preservation Board is having a meeting this Tuesday. Tomorrow at 5 p.m. at the Mercer County Administration Building, the board will give updates on the county open farmland acquisitions, park development, and stewardship. A local tree lighting has been postponed due to weather. Because of the recent rain, the West Windsor tree lighting will now take place on December 10th at 7 p.m. High School South's girls basketball team is preparing for an upcoming scrimmage. High School South varsity team is playing an away scrimmage against the Bishop Eustace Preparatory School at 4 p.m. today. Local off-the-wall holiday market is happening every Saturday and Sunday until December 24th. Junior Naturalists Autumn Adventures is happening at the Plainsboro Preserve this Wednesday from 3:45 to 5 p.m. The 22nd Annual Communities of Light will gather today at 5 p.m. in the East Windsor Municipal Building. For your weather today, it is currently 49 degrees. It is cloudy, and this week it will continue to be cloudy with highs in the low 40s to 50s. This has been Lucas with your 107.9 FM School and Community Flash for Monday, December 4th, 2023.
Don't you ever do that again.
Oops, I did it again.
Don't play with the dial ever again. We have to listen to the Divine 107.9.
Hello and welcome back to the Great 108. We are live with Lights On with Eliana,
Dila, and Ishika.
So I think this is a pretty exciting show. We have a lot of fun things to talk about. I know it was a little bit of an eventful week in terms of college, right?
I know. December 1st is finally over, and I feel so free. Like, I'm not even kidding. The moment I turned in, like, my application and I filled out the SRAR, I was like,
yeah,
I'm not doing anything.
That was me after my SAT on Saturday. I finally woke up not needing to study. Felt so good.
It feels so good when you've been stressing over something and then all of a sudden, like, it's out of the way and you're like, huh, I'm
exactly
free.
Like on Sunday yesterday, I literally slept until 11 a.m. I just like was in bed the whole time. I was like, yeah, I deserve this.
I know, like, I turned in my applications, filled out the SRAR, and then I like slept the whole day Friday because I first of all I was like a little bit sick.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was
a little bit. She
sick
was very sick, guys.
for 2 weeks. But we're better now.
Exactly. We've got a lot of things to look forward to. We'll be right back.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Orange.
Orange who?
Orange and Gladius in a 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Welcome back to Lights
On. And we are back with Lights On with Eliana,
Dila,
and Ishika.
So we have a lot to talk about today. I know this weekend was, again, very eventful. Lots of different things going on.
I know, December 1st deadlines. But I'm free.
Yes.
I finished by December 1st. Now my next deadlines are like in January, but I'm gonna get them done before break so you can
relax.
So I can breathe a little and enjoy senior year, because all of a sudden I've been a little bit more towards coming up, and I'm gonna literally. I have salsa practice, and
good luck.
I know I have salsa practice on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and
Absolutely, and that with the SAT, there's lots of things happening, a lot of stress, but there are also a lot of things to look forward to, which is why we are now going to be talking about the best parts of December. So I created a little list, putting some things together just to make sure everyone knows what they can look forward to. I had my double espresso this morning, so I've been a little on edge all day.
I had a double espresso too.
Yes.
I made myself a caramel latte.
We love that. That. All right, so first up, holidays. If it wasn't obvious already, the holidays are always a great thing about December. There's Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas, New Year's. I mean, what's not to love? And even if you don't celebrate any of these, it's so fun to look at the lights and the smells and, cookies. I don't know who could go without cookies and hot cocoa. So,
not me.
Going to the mall during Christmas is so fun.
It's so fun.
I went yesterday and it was...
Me too.
Bath & Body Works Candle Day was yesterday. So, note to self, everyone, if you didn't get it this year, which I did not, make sure you look next year. It's usually around December 3rd. But like you were saying, going to the mall, also indoor weather is a great part. Personally, I'm an outdoor person, but for the indoor people out there, there's tons of things like making Christmas cookies and hot cocoa, like I just said, or just curling up with a blanket and a movie or a good book. It can be really perfect. But also, if you're an outdoor person like me, frosty runs, hikes, sledding, all things that I love as well.
Yeah, personally, I'm an indoor person. I really love just like you said, just being cozy with a blanket and a hot chocolate while just watching a Christmas movie or reading a book. It's so relaxing.
You can also have the outfits. I know there are so many of the fashion girlies. I see Eliana's and Dila's style on Instagram and be like, oh my god. And it's the perfect weather to layer. And you can have comfy coats, sweaters, and Uggs. I love Uggs. I keep people warm and comfy in the cold weather. So
exactly. And finally, just to wrap it up, there's of course family, which is a huge part. So make sure to, get into the spirit, get into the energy, and spend lots of time with your good friends and family.
Exactly.
With that, we'll be right back on the Great 108.
Hi, this is Commissioner of Education Chris Surf. This is WWPH 107.9 FM. Have a great day.
107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction.
All right, and once again we are back, and we're going to talk a little bit about gift ideas. I'm going to make this a little bit throughout December because I am a big gifter. That is the way I like to, I just like buying things for people. I like being able to, express my appreciation in that way. So
Same.
Here are some gift ideas for non-gift people. Part 1 being parents. If my parents are listening to this, maybe take an ear away from it for just a couple minutes, because some of these might be gifts for you guys. Anyway, but first up, I think that Swedish towels are a great thing. They're eco-friendly and cute and functional and have lots of designs that can be good for each person.
I've never heard of these personally, so I'm gonna definitely look into it.
Yeah, no, they're these towels that have really cute designs on them, and they look so cute.
Exactly, and
Yes.
they're very absorbent. Any people who cook or enjoy cleaning, I think if your mom doesn't enjoy cleaning, don't just grab her some towels and go, here's your Christmas
I
present.
should get these for my mom. She loves working on the house. Yeah.
Yeah, so there are lots of different fun things. Also, to go along with your towels, if you spill some of the fancy food, which is another idea. My family's a foodie family, I would say. We definitely like to try lots of different adventurous things. So
Yes.
some things I found might be ice cream and a lot of fun flavors. There's a big pack of ice creams that have flavors like honeycomb or Earl Grey.
Whoa.
Or Amarena cherries to go on top, which
I
are
had
also very fancy.
lavender ice cream gifted to me last Christmas, and honestly, it was really good, but it also felt like I was having lavender perfume. But
I'm a fan of that kind of thing,
But
so
I
I
loved
always.
it.
I've never had lavender perfume. But I mean, lavender ice cream. But I'm not the biggest fan of lavender overall anyway, so I don't think I would like it.
All right, note to self. And then the last two are candles. I think it's pretty hard to go wrong. There's lots of personalized ones on Etsy. And also, just in general, get something meaningful to them. If you find a book or a piece of jewelry or a framed picture, there's just so many things for your parents to express how much you love them. So with
Exactly.
that, we'll be right back on the Great 108.
Man, that was a long day at Robot Juggling Extreme Antiquing Club. I can't wait to get home.
Too bad you don't drive, otherwise we could actually leave.
Whatever do you mean? We can take the bus.
Only people with a late bus pass are allowed to ride the bus at 5:30, okay?
Fine, you stay here. I'm going to go sit on my new rocking chair at home.
Hey, you can't ride this bus. You're going to have to take the bowling bins at Robots and grandfather clocks.
Oh, by the way, my mom picked me up.
Oh, drat.
This has been a message brought to you by 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
And we are back again. We were just talking about some different Christmas gifts for parents. But now we're going to talk about the Great British Bake Off, which is connected in my mind because that's what I watched with my parents a lot. So, the Great British Bake Off is probably one of the most well-known, well-renowned televised baking competitions out there. And it's also on Netflix, which is one of the reasons it's extremely popular. And it has holiday specials, which is why we're, of course, bringing it into the show. So, let's dive into a little bit about these fun facts about, some most burning questions about this show. First up is, why is the tent there? Because I think a lot of people get used to watching things being produced in TV studios. Originally, they did start in a TV studio in season 1 and traveled across different parts of the UK, baking different pastries based off where they were located.
Yeah, that's what I remember.
Really? That is so interesting. I haven't watched season 1, so I've kind of not in a while at least, been watching the other one, but now the tents are there so they can show if bakers can adapt to weather. And it's really interesting to me because I bake a lot, and it definitely, fluctuating temperatures, humidity, and wind can disrupt so much about it. Like, your bread can take up to quadruple the amount of time to double if it is not warm. So it's pretty interesting, and they've got to kind of make it different to see if they can do it.
I know, but that's also really interesting because I don't bake. But here, how long is the filming here? So each season takes roughly around 10 to 12 weeks to film. So that's a lot.
Yeah, that's 3 months.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the time is usually between April to June, and it is 21 filming days in total. Some days can be up to 16 hours of filming from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh my god.
It's pretty crazy. It's a very, very long day to be on set. And on set, there are over 50 people working behind the scenes, 6 camera crews, and of course, the 2 judges, Paul Hollywood and Prue Leith, and the 2 presenters, as well as all of the people cooking there. So it is pretty incredible, this show. And it is quite a sweet show with many judges liking when there is something savory. We'll be right back. If you want to feel like you're walking on sunshine, listen to 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good afternoon, this is Daniel with the 107.9 FM Sports and Entertainment Flash for Monday, December 4th, 2023. A soccer team is charged with failing to control its players. Players of Manchester City surrounded the referee to confront his decisions during their game with Tottenham. A rookie American driver plans to stay with his team after a tough season. Logan Sargent is to stay with the Williams Racing Team despite a difficult first run in Formula One. More interesting words could be named Word of the Year. Oxford University's official word of this year is Riz, which beats Swifty and prompt in a public vote. A famous comedian is making remarks at audience's behavior. Jason Manford was upset after people had left their trash on the theater floor and called it shocking. NASCAR driver Chase Elliott barely got the most popular driver award for the 6th year in a row. The Green Bay Packers will be fighting an uphill battle as they enter the playoffs. The Northeast Corridor train is on time. There's construction on US 1 in Lawrence Township. There are 2 lanes closed until 2 p.m. It's mostly cloudy in Princeton Junction at 51 degrees. Look ahead for a cloudy and chilly week in the 40s. This has been Daniel with your 107.9 FM Sports and Entertainment Flash from Monday to December 4th, 2023.
Breaking news. 107.9 FM has been named the best radio station in all of America, so tune in on WWPH in Princeton Junction.
And we are back on the Divine 107.9. Now we are going to be talking about some local activities, including local activities at the library. So there are a lot of fun things to do around the library this season, and especially we will be talking about the Mercer County Library since it is only a 20-minute walk from South to the Mercer County Library. Today there is a virtual guided meditation from 4 to 4:30, and it is a Raj Yoga meditation to help people center themselves for the rest of their day. Honestly, I need that. Maybe I'll tune in after school.
That actually sounds really fun and relaxing.
Exactly.
Yeah. We can go together.
Yes. Next up is Messy Club for lots of little kids from 6:30 to 7, ages 6 to 11, who like to get a little bit messier when they do crafts. I know that was me for sure. And registration is required, and it is recommended to get to the library at least 5 minutes advance, just to make it a little bit easier.
I want to join Messy Club.
Exactly.
That
Me
actually
too.
sounds so fun.
But here are some songs and stories. Tomorrow, there is a song and stories with Miss Brielle for kids ages 2 to 5 to enjoy stories and songs, crafts, and this is at 10:30 to 11 on December 5th. There are also playdate bells on Wednesday from 11 to 12. There's a playdate where you can we're at the library and you can basically find toys and activities to do with your friends.
Absolutely. And last but not least, there's the Small Ways to Eat Healthy Over the Holidays seminar, which is 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock tomorrow, and is being taught by Ricardo Carrios, a family and community health science educator, to just tell you how to eat healthy over the holidays. It is a virtual, and registration is required so that they can send you the link through email. And I think it might be a great idea for anyone who's maybe struggling a little bit with how to eat healthy over the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So, overall, there's tons of ways to get engaged with our local library all year round, and here's just the next couple of days. Thank you for listening, and we'll be right back.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Only on 107.9 FM, WWPH in Princeton Junction.
All right, and we are back on Monday's Moment. So every Monday we're going to read a little bit of a poetry, and today's poem is about Christmas decorating. So here is Christmas Decorations by Sandy G. Through windy days and frosty nights, furry trees were trimmed with lights, with outdoor bulbs to paint the snow on Christmas Eve not long ago. Balls of silver and gold and blue, of red and green and yellow hue, shiny tinsel twinkling, an angel set aglow, a Christmas Eve not long ago. Tiny sleds, ribbon bows, and lantern glows. Stockings hung, how bright the mantle grows. A twig of fresh cut pine so pleasing to the nose, on Christmas Eve not long ago. Indoor plugs to light the outdoor schemes, a manger scene inspiring Christmas dreams. A front door wreath with pine cones and a bow, a Christmas Eve not long ago. Greeting cards taped above the door on strings of rose high above the floor. Love from friends and folks we know on Christmas Eve not long ago.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I like that one.
I think it has a lot of Christmas spirit in it. And once again, that is Christmas Decorations by Sandy G. We'll be right back.
How you doing today? I'm looking to sell a radio.
What type of radio is it?
Well, it's a vintage 1975 radio used to make one of the greatest stations of all time.
Oh, I'm familiar with the station, the one with great music, the latest entertainment, and informative news. I'll offer you $50.
Well, I was thinking more like $200.
How about we meet in the middle at $107.90?
That's right, the only station where you find awesome music, great DJs, and a commercial-free broadcast. You're listening to 107.9 FM WWPH Princeton Junction.
Alright, and we are back again. We're going to be talking about some appetizers right now. This is going to be another little segment for this December, because it is finally hosting season. I'm a big hoster myself, and I love to cook all day and prepare. Honestly, I like preparing for a party more than I like going to a party. So here are some ideas for just super easy peasy appetizers if you're already doing a little bit too much, which I also tend to do maybe sometimes. First up is pigs in a blanket. Again, nothing new, just the perfect crowd pleaser. I think I've never seen any pigs in a blanket left at any party. And it is even one step easier by by buying them frozen and making a quick garlic aioli to kind of split the difference between homemade and bought.
Ooh, that sounds delicious actually.
Yeah, and also more delicious, maybe a little fancier, are baked brie cranberry bites. I've seen these all over different cooking websites I follow, and it's kind of a twist on the basic baked brie. That's a real tongue twister there. Because instead of making one huge block of brie, you cut them into little pieces and put them in muffin tins lined with pastry dough. When you bake it off, you throw some cranberry sauce on top, and you've got a holiday staple.
That is so interesting. But going back to talking about fresh bread from our little British break-off, bread is a lot of work. but with the right recipe, you'll have so much time on it and you'll be no problem. And then I would also recommend using like a yeast bread recipe from one of the Recipe Tin Eats Only as a 3-minute effort that is needed. So you can let your doughs like rise for 2 hours to 3 days. And there's also
Yeah, well, I also think I actually made the bread recipe that I recommended just to make sure that I could recommend it. And it really is so easy, and it got
bread.
completely eaten. We didn't even have utensils to eat it. Everyone just
Really?
teared off a piece, and it was devoured.
I remember last year you got in bread with like the strawberry jam, and I was like,
Oh, that was so good.
I have a picture of you holding that bread.
Last but not least is themed charcuterie.
Yes, so at a lost for time charcuterie, so all you need to do is you can just lay different ingredients on the board, and like if you make it look festive, then like props to you. But you can work with variety of budgets depending on what you're trying to make and like basically your state, and you can really like, and since it's like various ingredients, you can play around with it to like fit into your budget and what you like. And yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you for listening, and we'll be right back.
Back in '99, the DJs here at 107.9 put their heads together to create a new radio tradition.
That's it, Teacher Appreciation Week on WWPH.
And so it goes. Each year, 107.9 FM has devoted one whole week to our lovely teachers. The problem is...
Mrs. Ice, come on, the show's over. Let's go, come on.
We just can't get them to leave the studio.
Okay, Mr. Becker. Teacher Appreciation Week has been over for 3 weeks now. What's the deal?
So tune into The Knight and the Pirate, because even the teachers love it.
Mr. Riley, please!
Only on WWPH 107.9 FM in Princeton Junction.
107.9 WWPH.
Your community, your world, your radio station. 107.9 FM. WWPH in Princeton Junction. The Flash.
Good afternoon, this is Daniel and Lucas with the 107.9 FM Roundup Flash from Monday, December 4, 2023. Princeton University is overwhelmed with the protests for Palestine. On Friday, about 120 students rallied to kick off the sixth push of Israel divestment in the past 20 years.
New Jerseyans might see the northern lights at night in the next few days. The aurora will look red in the night sky, and photographers with high-exposure cameras could take some photos of it.
Mass evacuations will continue in Palestine. Aid workers in the Strip are saying that the humanitarian situation will only worsen.
A local university's basketball team continues to win. Princeton University men's basketball team is one of the 16 undefeated teams in Division I.
Hockey teams will have to purchase more gear after an executive decision. The International Ice Hockey Federation said today that every player will need to have neck guards. This is because of a player's unfortunate death after he was hit in the neck.
Footage of a popular movie star is going viral on the internet. Actor Florence Pugh hit by a thrown object while promoting Dune Part 2 at Comic-Con in Brazil.
The West Windsor tree lighting has been postponed due to rain on December 10th to December 10th at 7 p.m.
There will be a volleyball tournament at South Saturday, December 9th. It's $25 per team and $5 per person.
Construction on NJ33 in East Windsor Township. Right shoulder closed until 3:30 p.m. The Northeast Corridor train is running on time.
It is pretty cloudy in Princeton Junction at 51 degrees. We can expect more clouds with a mix of rain and sun in the 40s for the rest of this week. This has been Lucas and Danielle with your 107.9 FM Roundup Flash from Monday, December 4th, 2023.
Griffin, this music is terrible. Change the station.
I don't know what to listen to. Oh, I'll ask Siri. Siri, I'm bored. There's nothing good to listen to on the radio. What should I listen to?
Listen to Obvious. Tune in to 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Thanks, Siri. You were right.
I'm not allowed to be frivolous.
You heard it from Siri. Tune in to 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Time for study hall, my favorite period of the day.
Where do you want to sit? There's so many tables.
Let's go sit outside. It's sunny and I can see an open place.
Stop! Where do you think you're going? All students must show their IDs to the study hall instructor before going outside. Aw, man, I forgot my ID. Maybe we can go sit outside next time. Sounds like a plan. Remember, as long as you bring your ID during first or fourth marking period, you'll be able to sit outside.
This has been a message from 107.9 FM, WWPH, in Princeton Junction.
You need me.
You also need 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
And we are back on the Great 108. Last week, I did some guessing Christmas lyrics, and that didn't bode so well. I was told that some people said Ishika's were a little bit better than mine, but I'm gonna redeem myself.
Okay, guys.
Even though I don't.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah, because today we're not doing Christmas lyrics, we are doing Christmas quotes. Iconic Christmas quotes. I can tell you I knew every single one of these by heart, so I'm hoping maybe someone else, and we are incorporating the bell today.
The bell.
So, first one. I never thought it was such a bad little tree. It's not really bad at all. Blank. This is for Charlie Brown.
I never thought it was such a bad little tree. It's not. Oh.
3, 2,
I don't know.
1.
I don't know.
Alright.
She hesitated.
The end of the quote is, it just needs a little love. Alright. Here. Next up is the Polar Express. I think it is one of the best-selling all-time Christmas movies, and I'm seeing some concerned faces, so let's see. Just remember, the true spirit of Christmas lies in your
heart.
Thank goodness.
Hearts, yeah. Okay. I thought about that. Trust me.
Alright, 1 point for Ishika. Next up, my favorite movie of all time, Elf. The best way to spread Christmas cheer is
by celebrating.
Singing loud for all to hear. I'm gonna give myself a point.
Give yourself a point, Eliana.
No idea.
Okay.
Come on, guys. I believe in you. Next up, if you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling that you'll find that blank from Love Actually.
I never watched that, actually.
Okay, it's also a TikTok sound for anyone else.
I've got a sneaky feeling you'll find that. Oh, this is on. Oh, I don't know it actually. Surprisingly,
I have no idea.
I spend my time on TikTok 24/7.
All right. Well,
What is
the
it?
answer is, if you look for it, I've got a sneaky feeling that you'll find that love is actually all around.
Oh.
Next up, this is kind of how Buddy swears in the movie Elf. Son of a blank.
Snickerdoodle. Sorry.
That's what I said, but it is.
Son of a tree.
No, that was a little bit farther away.
No, what
It
was
is son of a nutcracker.
Oh.
I would have guessed that. I was so close.
Alright, I'm guessing we don't have a lot of avid Christmas movie watchers in here.
I really don't.
But
no.
we've only got 2 more, so just, try to stick it out.
Okay.
Next up, we elves try to stick to the 4 main food groups. Candy.
Okay.
Cookies.
Come on, I know these 4 main. Come on. Alright.
Gingerbread.
No.
Candy, and then
Pie, Christmas bottom.
Alright.
Nope. I'm sorry.
Candy, candy canes, candy corn, and syrup.
Oh. I was gonna say peppermint.
Yeah.
It's close enough.
You were close.
Yeah. Basically, the 4 main food groups I stick to as well. And finally, well, in Whoville, they say that the Grinch's heart grew blank.
I know this.
How about blank? How many times that day?
How many times that day? Oh.
It's an odd number.
3.
Yay! Alright, if we're not counting me, that would mean that Ishika and Lucas tied for first place.
Yay!
So, thank you for listening. We'll be right back.
That's right, even Joey Esposito thinks so. You'll get the best news, sports, and entertainment only on 107.9 FM.
And we are back with some in the news. We've got a lot of things to go over real quick, so we will just hop right through those. First up, Hillsborough is planning to spend approximately $9.5 million on 2 properties to prevent the building of 2 new warehouses. The property is both on Amwell Road, which is 11 acres, and the second is on Millstone River Road, and is 17 acres. And the money is coming from Open Space Trust Fund, which allegedly not impact residents directly in any economic way. This is a proposed 80,000 square foot and 114,440 square feet, respectively, different properties. And a lot of people have been boycotting the warehouses being built, which is why they're buying this, such as Stop Warehouses and Trucks, the organization. And in the past, the town has also been against the building of new warehouses since they have approved a lot of anti-warehouse ordinances and been able to remove that allowed the removal of warehouses, shipping centers, and receiving facilities. So overall, the Hillsborough Deputy Mayor writing Robert Breiting, hopes that this action will help protect local roads, prevent flooding, and add to open space.
And former police chief of New Jersey is being mourned after his death in late November. The former name is, he's been a chief for 8 years, and his name is Robert Frick, who passed away November 28th as his service was being scheduled for early December. He has served Chilton for over 35 years before retiring in 2010, and yeah.
And in happy news, the number of homeless people in New York, New Jersey is falling greatly. So the number of homeless people who were unsheltered fell by 23.4% in these last 10 months as of last year of October. And that number is being compared to last year at the same time. And this is shown in the report in that it fell from 10,000 to about 7,600. And while the number is smaller for homeless people living in homeless shelters, there was still a decrease of 1.7%. And some things that may have helped there to be less homelessness was rapid rehousing programs and construction. So New York residents hope that people will continue to get the help they need and reduce homelessness.
Absolutely, and with all of this news, we'll be right back on the Great 108.
Don't stop listening to 107.9 FM WWPH in Princeton Junction.
Overall, I think it's been a pretty good show. We've had a lot of different things that we've talked about. I think there's a lot of things to look forward to this week. I know that I'm going to New York in the weekend, so I think that's going to be a lot of fun.
That's fun.
I love New York. I would do anything to be in New York.
Yes, I might hang out with some friends, just maybe after school or on the weekend, have fun. Yeah.
I have salsa and other stuff, but I have salsa and other meetings, so I'm super excited for that. And honestly, more Common App, and then I'll be done.
Yes, lots of excitement abounds. Be sure to tune into Ishika's show tomorrow. It has been Eliana,
Dila,
and Ishika.
Thank you for listening. Bye.